Hey guys, my name's Curtis Haynes, and I'm here to talk about Permatex Threadlockers. We want you to get the best possible results when using our products. So today, we've got some advice on picking the right thread locker for your job. First, let's take a look at exactly what thread lockers are and how they work. Thread lockers are liquids that cure to a hard thermoset plastic. You can use thread lockers to hold fasteners, seal threads, and to replace lock washers. Thread lockers are better at resisting vibration than lock washers, and they help avoid material compression issues. Plus, they can help lubricate parts for easier assembly. And since they also seal threads, thread lockers protect fasteners from corrosion. With Permatex thread lockers in your tool chest, you don't have to worry about having different sizes and types of lock washers on hand at all times. All of Permatex thread lockers are anaerobic chemicals. That is, they only cure in the absence of air and the presence of active metals such as iron, steel, and copper. The curing process only begins after you tighten up your fastener, which squeezes out the air. Permatex offers different types of thread lockers for different applications. Deciding which thread locker is right for your job will depend on the fastener size, the location of the parts being assembled, and whether or not you expect to have to take apart the fastener in the future. So let's look at the different types of Permatex thread lockers and some typical applications. Permatex Low Strength Thread Locker Purple is for applications on fine threads that may require occasional disassembly or adjustment. Anything that's got fine threads and is under a 1/4 inch in size. Fasteners held with purple can be removed easily with hand tools. Permatex Medium Strength Thread Locker Blue is used for fastener sizes from a 1/4 inch to 3/4 of an inch. And fasteners held with blue can also be removed with hand tools. You don't have to use heat to break the bond. Now let's take a look at the high strength thread lockers, the Permatex Red series. Permatex Permanent Strength Thread Locker Red is a permanent, high strength formula used on fasteners from 3/8 of an inch to an inch. Permanent Strength Red is used for securing parts that have to hold up to heavy shocks, vibration, or rough chemical and environmental conditions. Removing fasteners that have been installed with Permanent Strength Red requires localized heat of about 500 degrees Fahrenheit and the use of hand tools. For sealing and securing cylindrical metal parts such as bearings, shafts, and bushings, you want Permanent Strength Plug Sealant and Retaining Compound, formerly known as Permanent Strength Thread Locker Red Cup and Core Plug Sealant Retaining Compound. In addition to cylindrical parts, it can be used for fasteners from 3/8 of an inch to 1 inch, and it's ideal for permanently locking studs and press fits. Again, removing parts that are assembled with Permanent Strength Plug Sealant and Retaining Compound requires the application of localized heat and hand tools. When you need the strength of a red thread locker for a higher temperature application, Permatex High Temperature Thread Locker Red is always the way to go. It's rated for up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit and can hold up to the severe heat, shocks, and stresses in modern engines. High temperature red is suitable for bolts and press fits from 3/8 to 1.5 inches. If you're dealing with large diameter fasteners, you'll want Permatex Large Diameter Thread Locker Red. It's got the same performance as Permatex High Temperature Thread Locker Red, but it's designed for use on fasteners 1 inch and bigger. Like all our red formulas, large diameter red requires heat and hand tools for removal. We've got one more red formula, and that's Permatex High Strength Thread Locker Red. This is for those heavy-duty applications with fasteners from 3/8 to 1 inch. It's great for permanently locking studs and press fits, and it adds 3000 psi holding power on slip and press fit assemblies. Like all our red thread lockers, High Strength Red needs heat and tools for removal. We have one more type of thread locker, and that's Permatex Penetrating Grade Thread Locker Green. This is a low viscosity thread locking liquid that wicks along the threads of fasteners that have already been installed. Green penetrates into the assembly to form a strong bond. All of the thread lockers that we've talked about so far are liquids, but Permatex thread lockers Red and Blue are also available in a gel formula. The gel applicator makes it easy to control the amount of product you're applying, and they're great for working overhead, say under a lift. Permatex thread lockers come in a variety of packages, including pipettes, bottles, and tubes, plus gel applicators. No matter which package or formula you choose, you're going to get the performance that has made Permatex Threadlockers OEM approved for use on factory assembly lines and in shop service. One more thread locking product that's good to have on hand is not actually a thread locker. It's our Permatex Surface Prep Activator for anaerobics. Spray it on your fasteners and assemblies and you'll cut your cure time in half. It's especially good for use if you're working in cold conditions or if you're working with what we call inactive metals, like stainless steel, zinc, magnesium, or aluminum. To learn how to apply Permatex thread lockers properly, watch our other thread locker series video. You can learn more about our thread lockers and see some typical applications for each type on our website at Permatex.com. You can download safety data sheets and technical data sheets that have the complete instructions and specs for each thread locker. For Permatex, I'm Curtis Haynes, and thanks for watching.